About all that with the owners of Nude Clean.
Absolutely. Not only does it smell good, but it really is good for you. Hanging out with my favorite nudists here. I got Dina and Jim Pfeiffer. Thank you so much for hopping on the garden set with me today. And we're going to be talking about, like I said, not only does it smell good, but it's a good for you. So how to break this down for me, Jim?
Okay, this basically the ingredients I use are natural ingredients. You'll see that this is how they used to make potash. Caustic potash, you'll see it on the back of my ingredients on most of everything that I make. But this is how they used to take old hardwood ashes, and then they would pour water in there, and then it would come out the potash. Okay, then they also use, another ingredient you'll see is I use is soda ash in a lot of it. Basically, soda ash can come from an ore, or it can be made at your house with baking soda. You can take baking soda, cook it in the oven for about an hour at like 400 degrees, and it becomes soda ash. Then borax is another one. Borax is a mineral that's mined right here in Wyoming, California. You'll find actually it's a salt. Borax is, but you'll find that in most every one of my ingredients. Those three ingredients, that's probably the main one. Then of course I've got coconut oil, which I use an organic natural coconut oil. And what I'll do is I'll take the lye, and I mix it with water. Then I take the coconut oil, which I've melted down, and it becomes a liquid coconut oil. Then when I'll stir it up until it becomes this big glob of mess that you see in this one thing. Then I boil that, and then I make the Castile.
Okay.
And then I use that to make all the other things. Take about a minute on any internet service, any browser you find, hit in the word Castile recipe. You'll find hundreds of cleaning recipes that you can make out of Castile.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, good to know. So this is kind of the base, and then you add I almost said flavors, the scents, and which are very unique. I've smelled a lot of them at the downtown farmers market. So Dina, let's put this to work. I mean, this really does make an impact on a lot of people's home items.
It does. It really does. The smell is amazing. It's simpler to use. For our laundry soap, we ask people not to use a dryer sheet because the dryer sheets it's also not very good for you either. But if you don't use the dryer sheet, the smell will continue on your clothes long after you pull it out of the dryer.
Which is like the best blessing ever.
We advise using maybe like an unscented dryer ball.
Okay.
And then that will keep your clothes fluffed up and cut down on your dryer time, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But all of our other ingredients, like I said, the Castile, you can make hundreds of stuff from Castile.
Right, and no need to wear perfume because your scents are so potent, but in the best way. Very springy, very, very fresh.
Right, yeah, and they're not overpowering. So a lot of people can't do a lot of fragrances, so we do have unscented as well.
Okay.
So,
well, let's talk about these stains here. I mean, we've all got a sweatshirt, we've all got a shirt with something on them. How do we tackle this mess?
all right, take our pre-treatment or spot remover, and you can either put a paper towel underneath or a towel, or if you don't want to worry about spreading it onto the backside, but I don't care.
Okay,
So you just spray it on.
All right. Do what we can to save the sweatshirt.
Right.
Love.
Your favorite sweatshirt. I have an old toothbrush.
Yeah.
That
Or
don't
just
use
someone in your
anymore.
house you don't like anymore. Use their toothbrush.
Yeah, just put it back. Don't tell them. Just give it a little scrub, and you can see it starts working already.
Wow.
Sometimes it takes a couple of pre-treatments. Yeah. So, but basically that's it. On the other shirt, the same thing. So you can just do it again. But after you wash it, if you see the stain is still there, do not put it in the dryer. The dryer is going to set that stain in.
Okay, yeah.
So pre-treat it again before you take it and put it in the dryer.
Goodness, so much lighter.
Yeah.
And like this is obviously, you know,
the longer you let it sit, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine,
the longer you let it sit, it'll soak in more.
And knowing this is going, you know, your kids' closets, your husband's closets, it's all natural. You know, that's such a better way to do your laundry and things like that, right?
Right. No chemicals.
Yeah.
Other than the soap itself. The soap is a chemical.
Yeah, and they've also got some spot cleaner for, you know, some of those unwanted things as well. You had a really good tip about some winter items to wash now as we're putting them away and transitioning into summer or spring clothes, right?
Right. Use your laundry soap. Go ahead and wash your clothes up, and then seal them either in a plastic tub or one of those vacuum seal bags. And when you go to put it, you'll put it away. Then you bring it out the next season. That smell's still going to be there.
Brilliant, amazing. Well, you guys can find Nude Clean at all the farmers market coming up here in May, but they've got their own website and everything. We'll put right on accesscarolina.com.
A lot of ways to clean. Ava, we'll see you soon. Thank you. And still